This is Starlight J recording, and this turntable you see here is a Transcription turntable that I built, and it has two tone arms on it, and one's a left-handed tone arm with the cartridge facing the opposite direction. So that's your pitch control, power, and these two switches are your speed control. 33, 45, and then if you press that one there, it goes into 78. And it has two tone arms. And they both got the same cheap phono cartridge. And first I'm gonna play the right-handed tone arm. There's the tone arm. Very light. And it's got one of those GT cheap $14 cartridges. But on these turntables, it sounds really good. I built that tone arm by scratch. And the counterweight is actually a flywheel from a take-up wheel motor. And it'll play any speed record, no matter what you lay on it. And the platter is from a Pioneer turntable with a direct drive motor. So that's the right tone arm. Then here's the left tone arm. I'm trying to hold the phone at the same time as I'm putting the arm on the record. So like I said, I made the arm the same way, basically. And I'm playing Rachmaninoff, but you won't hear the audio because it's copyright material, so but anyway, that's my Transcription turntable that I built. It's very hard to carry this turntable by yourself because it's so large. And it's a close-up. What I was talking about, it's got the left-handed tone arm with cartridge facing the reverse way. So, I mean, it's barely on that record and tracks. It won't track a warp record because of the mass of the arm. It's too slow. There's the front view of it. And then is my next turntable. My next turntable is kind of hard to see, but it's a JVC It's called the QL/Y5F. It's a totally motorized turntable. Got your stop button, your automatic up-down cue. You can scroll back and forth on the arm. Then your speed control. It's quartz lock. You got your size, 30, 17, and well, that's the speed. Then it has the size button, repeat, and ready is actually your power switch. It has an autophone phone cartridge. Just a view of it. It's a Nightclub E DJ cartridge. Here's some notes on the Tonearm. First, I have an autophone DJ cartridge on my turntable called the Nightclub E, and it plugs in right into the Tonearm, and I'm playing a Kenny Rogers record. That record's over 40-some years old, and it's like a brand new condition. These cartridges have a lot of bass on them, like a humbucker pickup does on a guitar. And I'm going to be describing the features of the Tonearm. Besides, it's got 3 motors in the Tonearm. In the square block, it's got 2 linear motors, and one that rotates the arm, and one controls the weight. And you see 2 controls down by the Tonearm. One is anti-skating, and one actually adjusts the weight electronically. That control controls the weight. It says anti-skating, and it's got acute dampening. It's very high-tech. And so I'm playing a Kenny Rogers record. And now I'm going to eject the Tonearm to the next track. Going back to it now. And it's like I said, those cartridges are heavy built. They're made for DJ, but they sound good on playing normal records. Had that cartridge about 4 years. Now I just hit the eject on my JVC turntable, and now I'm going to show you my Pioneer PL250 turntable. It is fitted with a GE magnetic cartridge that was built in 1949, and it's magnetic. Now here's an old original Ray Charles record, 78, called Hallelujah, I Love You Show. It was done in 1955, and I got 2 copies of it, and that cartridge sounds modern. It sounds really good for something that was built in 1949, and it is strictly magnetic. And I made some new wires for it, and it sounds terrific. And I put a switch to wire the 2 speeds so it plays 78 records. And I'm playing Ray Charles, but that record sounds nice for a 1955 record. It sounds like a cartridge that was built today. Of course, it has a 33 needle on it too, but I don't use that needle. I just use this cartridge just playing 78 vinyl records on it only. It amazes me today that how good these records actually sound for something that was made in 1955. And I got 2 copies of that record, and I got some other Ray Charles 78 records too. And I keep these records in a reel-to-reel tape box so they don't get damaged. And I have another turntable too. It's called the PL200. It's actually the same turntable, probably made in a different year. And these turntables are direct drive, and you can see the little toggle switch I added. And I took out all the automatic stuff too on the turntables. There's the toggle switch for playing 78 records. The other Pioneer turntable also has that same switch. All of my turntables have panel jacks in the back, and they are wired into a mixer in this way. And so I'm playing it. That phono cartridge came out of a mono record player made in 1949. And now you are going to see my Pioneer PL200 that's actually the same turntable, probably made in a different year. But it's exactly the same turntable, and I use that cartridge for my quadraphonic records as right now. So there she is. I'm going to have part 2 of my turntables on my next video that's coming up. Bye from Starlight G Recording.